Okay. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, we'll talk about it later. All right. So this person is on an H1B and Trump is in office and he's preparing for immigration checks. Now, are you an H1B holder or an F1 holder? And are you worried about those surprise immigration checks people have been talking about? Well, you're not alone. Well, these checks can be stressful, but being prepared can make all the difference. Hi, this is Simon Shetty, your host and the founder of Smart Green Card. And in this video, I'm going to explore how H1B and F1 holders can stay prepared for immigration checks. We'll cover key documents, best practices, and also common misconceptions and rumors so that you can navigate these situations with ease and with confidence. Quick heads up. I am not an immigration attorney and nothing that I say is legal advice. For legal advice, you should always consult a US licensed immigration attorney. Everything that I say and Smart Green Card content is only meant for educational and informational purposes. Let's start with the basics. What are H1B and F1 visas? The H1B is a non-immigrant work visa for foreign professionals in specialty occupations that require at least a bachelor's degree or equivalent. Now, common fields include things like IT, engineering, healthcare, and finance, but it is also an employer-sponsored path, meaning you need a US employer to file a petition on your behalf. The F1, on the other hand, is a non-immigrant student visa for individuals pursuing academic studies at accredited US institutions. It allows students to work under specific conditions such as on-campus employment and also optional practical training or OPT. Both visas come with specific rules and regulations that must be followed to maintain legal status in the United States. Now, why do your documents really matter? Well, with the recent increase in immigration law enforcement, including audits and raids, it is crucial for permanent residents, which is green card holders, and also lawful non-immigrant visa holders to be prepared in this journey. Here's a quick note on the documentation you should have on hand always. So for green card holders, if you are 18 or older, federal law mandates that you carry your original permanent resident card at all times. This card is your proof of legal status and it is necessary for re-entry into the US at the ports of entry. Number two, for H1B and F1 visa holders, keep these key documents with you. A valid passport with the valid visa stamp, proof that you were admitted to the United States, a I-94 record that shows your authorized stay duration, also I-20 for F1 students that confirms your student status and enrollment. Now, a valid non-immigrant petition approval notice should also work, which is for the H1B, L1, etc. that verifies that the USCIS has approved your visa. EAD or Employment Authorization Document is also required for F1 students on OPT to work legally. Now for employers, you should conduct regular I-9 checks to make sure that employee records are compliant and all the employees are reporting the right immigration status that they are on currently. Keep employment documentation updated to avoid unexpected issues down the line. Now, having these documents handy ensures that you are always prepared, whether for routine checks, travel, or employment verification. It doesn't hurt at all. Now, beyond these documents, there are best practices also to follow. So for H1B holders, for example, it is so important to stay in regular communication with your company's immigration attorney or the HR department. And they can help you understand any changes in immigration regulations and ensure that you remain compliant in the process. If you change your jobs or your work location, it is crucial to file the necessary paperwork with USCIS and definitely work with your company to get this done. Never ever work outside the scope of your approved H1B petition and make sure you are paying due diligence to that matter. Now, F1 students should also maintain their regular contact with their designated school official, also known as DSO, at their university's International Students Office. Now, your DSO is your primary point of contact for all immigration-related matters. They can advise you on maintaining the F1 status, including issues related to employment authorization such as OPT or optional practical training, even CPT or curricular practical training. Now, remember, unauthorized employment can severely jeopardize your immigration status and it will definitely harm you down the line if you are caught. Now, let's talk about some common misconceptions in this regard. One misconception is that if you have a valid visa, you don't have to worry about anything. And this is absolutely false. A visa allows you to enter the US. maintaining your status requires ongoing compliance with the terms of your visa. Another misconception is that immigration checks only happen at airports. While airport checks are common and they happen all the time that you enter the US, USCIS can also conduct site visits at workplaces or even residences for that matter. So what should you do if an immigration officer shows up at your workplace or home? First of all, remain calm and polite, because if you are in the right, they are doing their job. Don't panic. Ask to see their credentials and verify their identity. It could be their name and badge number. You have the right to remain silent, and you should exercise that right when needed. Do not answer questions without first consulting an attorney, and it is always best to politely decline to answer questions and explain that you need to speak with your attorney before providing any information. For H1B visa holders, your employer's immigration attorney should be your first point of contact. For F1 students, contact your DSO and or an immigration attorney as well. Do not attempt to handle the situation on your own, and providing incorrect or incomplete information can have serious consequences down the line. So make sure every piece of information that you are giving them is well advised and is correct. Now, here's an important fact. Generally, USCIS conducts worksite visits for H1B and L1 visa sponsors to verify compliance with immigration laws and ensure that sponsored employees are in the roles that are actually stated in their petitions. Additionally, ICE can investigate visa fraud but rarely conducts home inspections without a valid reason or a warrant for that matter. That said, staying prepared for immigration checks is an ongoing process, and if you have nothing to hide, if you're doing everything right, you shouldn't have anything to worry about. It's not just about having the right documents, it's also about understanding the rules and regulations that apply for your specific visa category and making sure that you are compliant with it on an ongoing basis, because rules can change at any point in time, and it is your job to make sure that you know how the rules have changed. Now, by staying informed, maintaining open communication with the relevant authorities, and seeking professional advice when needed, you can navigate these complexities of immigration and continue your stay successfully in the United States. Thanks for watching this video. We have a free guide for you. The link is in the description below. If you want to figure out how to get rid of this immense backlog that's going on with green cards, please go check out that link. It is completely free. You can download that guide, educate yourself, and take the right move. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell icon so that you're notified about every single immigration related video that we put out on Smart Green Card. Smart Green Card is a one-stop resource for you to get knowledge on all these items. And until the next video, this is Simon Shetty signing off. Peace.